Hi, my name's Gus Cameron, and I'm the owner of This Old Chopper. Hey, what's going on? Start of a new week, and we're out here at Sean's. Who's that?
Hey guys,
We already know. Sean, Nonstock Customs. So we're out here to shop, and we're looking at some of his stuff, and we're going to do a little walk around and have a chit chat and see what's going on. So what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. I've been working on this shovel head chopper lately. It's a build I'm doing for myself. So it kind of, I got to wait till the nights and when I have time to work on it. But lately I've had a bit of time. So stuff's starting. You'll probably notice a few new pieces on it from the last time you were here. You helped me get the motor in.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let me flip it around. And what's this? This is the shovel head chopper that you're building for yourself.
Yeah, it's a 72 shovel head chopper that I'm building for the shop. I wanted something
This is
a little bit longer.
This was the last customer that didn't pay his bill.
that's Mikey. He comes out at Halloween time, right? No, it's a shovel head engine that I got from a local guy, and a 6-speed overdrive transmission with a 2-inch open belt on the other side. And I wanted something like longer. I've never really built a long bike per se. A lot of my stuff, if you notice over the years, has been like short wheelbase, like a 30 to 32 degree rake, and like a 2-under or stock front end. And this is just something I've always wanted to do for a long time. So I built this chassis. That was the first order of business. And I kind of worked backwards. I started roughing out a fender. I knew I wanted to run a 200 rear tire because I absolutely love the way a 200 to 180 looks on a bike. It just looks proper. I know there's a lot of guys building skinny stuff. That is really cool too, but I just like the looks of a 200. And I started the gas tank on Thursday evening, and that's what I have so far. So I started shaping all of my sheet metal out of 18 gauge cold rolled that I purchased from metal supermarkets there in Burnside. And the frame, looks simple, but there's a lot of, I wanted to really push myself. That's why I put the stroker tubes in. I machined everything, cut and chamfered, deburred. And the stroker tubes they're the same design as the neck gusset. And if you look up here, I put a little Canadian flag because we build choppers up here in Canada too.
Damn right we do.
Yeah, and this is going to have a 6-over Springer front end on it that I'll build with that.
Awesome.
With that. And the wheel is sitting a little too far. It'll probably move up, but I had to clamp it somewhere where it wouldn't be in the way. The wheel will probably be 6 inches further back. But yeah, it's a project, like yourself. It's a passion. We love doing it, and it keeps you young and keeps you healthy and fit.
Damn right.
And all those good things. You actually become. I always feel younger when I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like it just you get to kind of project what's in your mind, and when you get to a certain skill level and you can produce the parts that how they look in your mind, that's a wonderful place to be, right? And the world is your it's limitless. It's just absolutely limitless. I find I don't have much in common with like Tom Fugel said, I don't have much in common with people that ride stock bikes. I like choppers, and I think I think I got a good road ahead of me because I look at you and Ralph, and you guys are a few years ahead of me, and you still love riding choppers.
I do.
You ride your chopper how much? Last summer and
all
everything.
the time.
So I think it makes you feel a certain way, and when you meet someone that has a chopper or a custom motorcycle, it's an icebreaker. You can talk right away. You instantly get along with.
Yeah, well,
you know, like it's just it's amazing.
the first thing, you know, I meet guys. I don't meet a lot of guys with choppers, but you know, the first thing is, hey man, just nice bike, man. Holy shit!
Yeah,
And then you come up, and you start looking, and you go, oh wow,
yeah,
oh look at these pipes. I've never seen these bars before. You know,
yeah,
oh open primary. How big is that? You know, this, that, and the other thing.
yeah.
And you know, oh I love all the bolts on the head there. It looks good. You know, and you just start chit chat.
Yeah, it strikes interest.
Yeah,
on
it does.
on both parties,
does.
right? That's what it's all about.
What do you got over there? This is a nice little thing. I know you was talking about it in your videos.
Yeah, yeah. So this guy,
Yeah.
that's my Sportster Softail frame.
Imagine.
So yeah,
Imagine.
this one's sold. I have another
Get
one
out!
right behind you. That's for an Ironhead. That one's sold. And I was just machining the plates. There's your swing arm plates, right?
Right.
This morning for those, because I got to build that Ironhead frame. But the reason I kind of came up with the Sportster Softail, and I'm not the originator. People have been building these for years, and this is just my take on what I like. But to budget wise, if you're on a budget and you're building a motorcycle, you certainly can't beat a Sportster. First of all, it's a unit construction, so your engine, your primary drive, and your transmission are all one piece,
right,
which makes it a hell of a lot easier than a big twin build. And I find with the big twin builds, even I do love them, but the expenses always blow out of proportion. You're never, it's always something else or something you need. You know, you're building one now.
Yep.
You and Ralph are doing it, and you know, if you're getting an old bike and you don't know much about it, you could be opening a can of worms. You know what I mean?
Could.
But these Sportsters, I mean, you can build these for, I mean, you could basically build a bike for $5,000 with
a donor,
with a donor and one of these frames, because the great thing about it is you can harvest off
Yep.
the parts.
Yep.
You can take your front end, your rims, your
Yep.
brakes, and everything,
Yep.
and move them over to here, and you can get a nice custom tank from Lowbrow or wherever. You know, you can get it. You can get,
or Sean can make you a tank.
No, I wouldn't want to do that unless it's a coffin tank. Those are on the
Yeah,
website and stuff.
Yeah,
but this stuff takes too long for me to. I'm slow. I'm not that good yet at metal shaping, so I'm slow. So,
but you're finicky. I can tell you that.
Yeah, so I'm slow. I could never bill out the time for that. But
Right.
but the coffin tanks and the Slickster tanks that I build, those ones they'll be on the website. I think they are on the website.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, this gives you the opportunity to build something cool and original, and you know, allows you not to blow the budget. You know,
that's important.
It
That's
is important, especially from the Maritimes. It's not a high money flowing province. You know, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI. So we're on the East Coast. We've always been left to fend for ourselves. That's what we do, and we just make it work, you know, for a lack of better terms.
Yeah.
And we make do with what we have.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to offer something to the people, and I didn't realize it would be that well accepted. The first week I posted it, I sold 2 chassis.
I'm freaking really happy about that, man.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
nice.
I think the last time I was out here, I interrupt you because you said, yeah, Sportster Softail, and I go, oh wait a minute. What was that again?
Yeah.
And if anybody knows anything about bikes,
yes,
Sportsters don't come Softails.
So there were a couple of manufacturers. I know Atlas was building them years ago, and a good friend of mine, Charlie Lessard at Maximum Metalworks, they were building them back in the day. And basically, it's the same kind of setup. You got your Softail plate here, so your stock oil tank, you know, any aftermarket oil tank will bolt up to these holes. And so on and so forth. So it's a lot of options that are with it. I also make a couple of oil tanks. I actually, check this out. This is kind of cool. I just made this die for stamp. I was telling you I was stamping everything in the shop the other day. So there's a die that I made for my oil tank ends.
And, yeah.
And this was just a scrap piece of 5052. So that'll be the side of your oil tank.
Oh my god!
So when you go, you know, a lot of choppers have that round oil tank.
Oh, look at that!
You know, and you can run it externally or internally if you want.
Yeah. Either or.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's good, man.
Yeah.
How much tons did it take to press that?
30. I think it's on a 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 45. I got a big iron worker there too, so
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
it actually doesn't take that much pressure. That was a piece of 50/50 too. So the next piece will be what it's made for is 16 gauge, and I will anneal the 16 gauge before it goes in, and then I'll crush it because there's a squish factor that you have to equate into here because if you just have a zero die and this metal's pushing on this metal, there's no room for the metal to squish.
Right.
So you got to, it's kind of got, you got to figure
You got to have room in there for the metal.
Yeah, and I left, so 16 gauge is like 0.62 or something, and I left 0.7.
Yeah.
You know, so that's it. Just gives it room to squish.
That's nice. Those are nice.
I mean,
those are very nice.
And you just use your brain.
Yeah.
You know?
So is this your build right here? This wheel?
English? Yeah.
This wheel is your build. Tell me about that.
I wanted an English wheel that would not take up a whole lot of space. A majority of my stuff is chopper gas tanks and fenders and oil tanks, so I don't need a whole lot of a big, giant English wheel. So I designed and engineered this guy just from my head and English wheels that I've seen, and I cut it out and welded it all up, and I made all the internal parts, machined all the, there's no play, the wheels line up nice. I found when you go to an aftermarket, maybe a cheaper aftermarket one, you're not quite happy with everything, and then you're modifying. So this one I just built from scratch, and I also made a bigger version of this, but just in case someone wanted it. But this will fit in a 30-inch panel. So that's a good size,
sure it is.
For anything. But for most of my wheeling, it's just stuff like this size, right? And I didn't need a whole lot of room for it, and I wanted it fixtured to the table. I also built the planishing hammers here too.
Yeah.
That's a 24-inch I came up with. It's just based off an old design. There's a guy in England that's been making this style planisher for years, and I think Mittler Brothers also builds this style, but I just built it for myself. I like building the tools for myself because if they don't work, then I can't blame anybody else but myself. Right. But they do work. So this is my go-to for shaping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a big Yoder style power hammer. Do you want to come around and look at that?
Let's go look at that. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell people that are watching that these big tools are available. Yeah. And we know the person that manufactures them.
Yeah. So this is a hammer I built with the Mittler Brothers. Are awesome tool and die maker. They make some of the best tools in the industry, along with Bailey and a lot of other places. I got these arms as a kit from them, and what it did was it made my life easier for building this hammer. And then what I constructed was the tower and the base and the die holder and stuff like that. And putting the face plates and everything on. This thing, it's got to weigh 1,800 pounds. It has to. This is 6 by 6 by half-inch wall.
Nice.
And I think the base, just the 3/4-inch base was about 400 and something pounds. And then everything is heavy duty and built. And I'm proud to say I built that. I built that with my father about 5 years ago. And I use it every time I metal shape because nothing in my shop moves the metal faster than this guy. Like it smashes. It doesn't smash. It doesn't fatigue it. It just shapes it so quick. The next tool that I would love to get is like a what are they called? They're like they're like a little they're like a mini version of this. So what it does is it allows you to get into tighter spots
Right.
and stuff. What you want to do is when you're building this stuff is you want to consider the limitations. You don't want to limit yourself like, you're trying to shape something and you're working against something like that, right? That's why we have smaller tools. We have tools like, stuff like this that people probably don't know a whole heck of a lot about. But metal shapers and stuff are going to know what these are. These are called bullseye picks, and this is to refine your maybe you have an indent, and if you have it's set up, you can knock the dents out with this. I got this set, and then I got a big long set there.
Right. I'd be fixing dents in gas tanks and stuff.
Everything. So what I can do is I showed you that the power hammer kind of puts a little bit of, see how it does this, it puts a little kind of wrinkle.
Yeah.
Well, you can hammer those out, with this, or flip it around, or you can take a dolly to it, or you could take a flat die in the bead roller and squish it out. Yeah. The thing is, the main thing is it's giving you options to smooth it out.
Right.
Now, 90% of the population is going to look at that and say, I don't care about that. I'm just going to build the tank, smooth out the top. And it's a psychological thing. Like, how smooth do you want to get it? For me, I like everything like a baby's bottom smooth. You know what I mean? Like, just, so there's no, Bondo and all that stuff. Nothing wrong with Bondo. I mean, sometimes
you got to use it.
Well, it's a process for painting, but anyways.
All right, so that's awesome, folks. So I don't mean to cut you off, but
gotta find my coffee.
That's what you need. Anyways, we had a nice little breakfast this morning with the veterans, and things are looking good. And I'm moving forward with this Wrenching for Wellness thing, and then I'm getting support everywhere, and it's very exciting. And there's good news coming shortly. So let me flip it around, and we'll shut her down for a second and be right back. All right, so that was great. Hey, that was a good walk around Sean's shop. S&S Customs out here in Middle Sackville. So check him out. There's nothing he can't do. I know, you know what? I got about 3 people that are the top freaking people in the bike building industry. I'm telling you right now, and it's just a joy coming out here and talking to these guys, because my knowledge is getting more and more, and these guys are freaking awesome. I just want to thank Sean for taking the time to talk with us today, and don't forget to check out his channel, S&S Customs, on YouTube. He's doing some stuff. He's showing you how to do it, and he's all about teaching people as well. So there you go.
I appreciate you coming out. You're always welcome. I love it when you come out.
Yeah.
And we always have a good time, man. So everybody, peace and God bless.
Right on. Thanks, folks. It's sunny and it's dry. This is ready to go. I had it running already, so it's semi-warm, so I don't have to wait a long time for it to get hot. It likes to be warm when it's running. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna back it down, and I'm gonna go down the driveway and down the street, hopefully. All right. It was warm. Clutch needs adjusted. Oh, ain't gonna do it. Oh, clutch, I don't know what's going on. Another chapter. I got clutch problems now. I didn't have them before, now I do. So this is to test the brakes, front and back. So I'm gonna roll it, I'm gonna get it started, get it rolling, go down the driveway, click it in gear, it probably won't stall, and I'll just take a little trip down the street and come back and see if I got brakes. I don't know what's gonna happen, but anyways, we'll try it out, see what happens. That was good. That was good. What do you think, hippie? The old CB750's going. How about yours? Anyways, clutch is working. It must be stuck. The clutches stick. I don't freaking know. Back brake is a little shitty. I don't know why. I don't know, and I'm getting tired of it. So, like I said, 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. Maybe a step and a half backwards this time. So anyways, all right, we'll see what happens next. Thanks a lot. Here we go. So yeah, that was a good week. Thanks to Sean. Real good chat. Nice look around his shop. Very, very good. I just watched Ralph's latest video. Thanks for the shout out, Ralph. It's my time. Let's go. Looking good on the shovel head. I can't wait. Should be hearing it soon. I'll give you a call maybe later on. Also down south, Tennessee, Hippie Shopper Corner. Major shout out for me, and I thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hippie. Yes, we are trying to help people that need to wrench for health, wrenching for wellness. It's something I thought up, and it's I think it's a thing, and it could be everywhere. It could be down in the States, Tennessee, where you're at. And Slickhead Custom Cycles. Thanks for the shout out. Also, and talking about my secondary channel, Wrenching for Wellness with a 4 in the middle. It's a thing. It's going to be a big thing. You wait and see. You guys giving me shout outs. Really appreciate it. Sean SNS Customs, he's helping me along. And all you guys, yeah, we're 4 guys, 5 horsemen, yeah. Anyways, I think it's cool. It's a nice little group we got going on, and maybe one of these days we'll all get together for a beer or a coffee or whatever we do, burger, whatever. It would be really fun. It would be cool. Anyways, so yeah, thanks for all the shout outs. Don't forget Bruce at Goldie's Garage. He's helping along too. There's lots of independent people that are trying to fill in the gaps for wrenching and give you tips and tricks on how to do things. I like watching Grease's Garage sometimes, but he hasn't put anything up in a long time. So I don't know what's going on down there. He's probably busy. I'm sure he's filming. He's making content. So it's just busy time. Anyways, the spring is coming and we're going to get on the roads, and there might even be less content. I don't know. I looked up my numbers today. 709 and 2674 watch hours. It's slow. It's coming. But I guarantee you that Hippie and Slick and Ralph and Sean are all helping me. And anybody else that comments, I thank you very much. And let's just keep moving forward. Let's have some fun. Let's get this freaking woodpecker on the road. Or maybe something else. I don't know. Anyways, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification so you know when something new is up. Check out the other channels I just talked about. And they're all good guys. And we're all trying to help in one way or another. Thanks a lot. And let's just keep moving forward.